Okay. Hello, everyone. This is International Connect Podcast, and I'm your host, Slim Q. And the time is 5:38 p.m. New York time. I'm here, and we have a wonderful guest in the house. But before I introduce him, I want to introduce my co-hosts, Quinak and Jill Flores. You know, this is episode 2 of the podcast. Stay tuned. Yes, Quinak, you want to say anything?
Hey y'all, it's your favorite host Quinak. As usual, you already know this is the one and only International Connect podcast. Today is going to be amazing. It's going to be interesting because we have one of the biggest, the hardest, and the most amazing Sierra Leone hip-hop artists from all the way from Sierra Leone. And I'm so happy to be here with my host, Slim Q, and the one and only amazing Toys G.
Hello everyone, hello. Remember that we are here, this is International Connect, so we are happy to have you, all of you here. This is going to be fun.
Yes.
And interesting for all of you.
Well, for today's episode, we have an artist. You know, as we told you guys before we start this podcast on episode 1, we're going to be inviting talent, you know, it don't matter if you're artist, model, or you feel like you have a voice and you want to express yourself. This is a platform, you know. So today episode, we have a big artist, you know. He goes by the name Joseph Gerald Adolphus Cole, better known as the stage name Daddy Saj. He's a Sierra Leonean artist, arguably one of the biggest and famous artists in Sierra Leone. Yeah. He uses music to address political corruption and general corruption in Sierra Leone. Mm-hmm. His music is a blend of hip-hop and traditional Gumbe music. While his music is mostly in Creole or broken English in Sierra Leone, it's a broken English, a Sierra Leone national language. He does perform in English. His first album is Salona Wion, which means Sierra Leone is our own.
It's our own.
We struck the chord not only in Sierra Leone, but across Africa. And as well, Corruption was one of his biggest albums, which is the second one that went all the way to BBC,
Absolutely.
You know, touched the four corners of the world. Daddy Saj is a real icon in Sierra Leone. So we really feel privileged to have him on this show. And he's here. He can introduce himself better than me, you know.
Yes, guys, I want to say thank you. I'm touched to be here because I've been watching you guys online and really connected and articulate with what you guys are doing, and it's a great opportunity for me also as an artist. I have over 25 years. I just want to say seriously to everyone watching out there, International Connect podcast is a great platform, and I want to thank you guys, Quinak, Slim Q, and also Torres Jill. I just want to say you guys are off the hook. You're out of this world, man. I want to thank you.
We are so happy to have you. You know, it feels good having you here, right?
Yeah, it feels good. It's a blessing. You know, Daddy Saj is like a big brother and a mentor to me. I've known Daddy Saj from Sierra Leone, not here. You know, I know a lot of personal. We talk. We're like brothers. You know what I mean? So when I start this podcast, I reached out to him. I told him like, yo, I want you to be the first artist to bless this podcast,
Absolutely.
you know. And he's like, yo, you know, I can do anything for you. You're my brother, you know.
No, thank you for that.
And also, to just add up to what you said, he's very supportive.
Yes.
I remember the last time I was doing my show, right? My virtual, my first show here.
Yeah.
He gave me his blessings. He was the first artist to perform, and the show came out successful. So we cannot do this without you.
Yeah, that's why I feel like, you know, we're gonna have different artists, but I feel like he's a big brother, he's a mentor, he's a legend, you know. He paved a way for a lot of people, you know. Sometimes people don't give you a flower when you're alive, you know. They wait when you're gone and they start to say, oh, you was this, you was that, you know. So I feel like we need to give him his flower. He's a legend, you know.
We need to respect legends.
Opened the doors for a lot of artists in Sierra Leone to think big, you know, because he's the first one that start doing it big.
That's true.
You know, national stadium, helicopters, you know, international tours. So he's a legend. You know, I don't want to say too much, man.
Yeah, let's just go right into it.
He's a big guy.
Yeah, he's a big deal, you know. People need to know, and
besides of that, he's a fitness too. So wait for it.
Yes.
Wait for it. Troy, what I say, wait for it. Something is coming. Something
Okay.
hot, fire.
coming.
Okay,
We're
so-
taking him to the Spanish community too.
Yes.
That's coming too. Wait for it. I
Yeah.
said that's wait for him.
Okay. So yeah, Daddy Saj, we have like maybe 9 questions we want to ask you, and probably whoever want to ask something out of this question we have here that's personal. You know, if you want to answer, yes. If you don't want to answer, it's fine. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not like you really have to answer these questions. So, well, the first question I have for you, what is your background?
I come from Sierra Leone, and there are many indigenous tribes from Sierra Leone. I'm native tribes, but I'm not one of them. I'm not part of them. I'm from the Creole tribes, which are considered returned slaves, the Maroons in the 1800s. And so I belong to the Creole version of tribe from Sierra Leone. And I'm Christian. I come from a Christian humble background. And I was born in Freetown, grew up in Freetown. I went to school in Freetown. All my family from Freetown. And
Nice.
yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, Quinak, you want to
Yeah.
take the second question?
I want to ask you the second question, but before I get into it, right, guys, I personally want to say this man here, he's not just supporting us upcoming artists. He has been doing a lot of great things in the country.
Yes.
If you go to his page, you will see that he's been helping a lot of homeless kids, poor kids, kids that really needs it. He's reaching out to people that the kids that really needs it. So I want to say we appreciate you, and Sierra Leone is pleased and proud to have you. And I know sometimes it can be hard. You understand? Because whatever we do, the hard work, it's hard. It doesn't pay that much. You know what I mean? But I
Right.
want to assure him that Sierra Leone is proud to have him. And
That's what we're having right here. Because we
Yes.
need people like this to support him and support him and let the people know what he's doing and what everybody's doing for the community. That's why we are here.
exactly.
Yeah.
And secondly, he recently lost his mom. You
Sorry
know,
about
may
that.
her
Yeah.
soul rest, in peace.
Yeah.
He did a lot of things for
Receive our
her.
condolence.
He's one of the
Yeah.
most inspiring people out there that are doing great things for their moms and inspiring other, young
Facts.
people coming
Right.
up to help their parents. So he
Yes.
did a lot of things. Very inspiring.
Yeah.
Blessed
Yeah.
for the blessings for
Thank
us.
you.
So I'm gonna go straight into it. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this. So what does your work aim to say? Your work personality, your music and everything. What does it aim?
I've been in the music industry, as I said. I started as a teenager from 1995. It's been a long time. The war came, started over again, went to Conakry, Guinea as a refugee for 3 years. I was inspired by foreign artists from Ivory Coast, Almighty, Bill the Sam, late MC Shanana, Kill Point, and Dara G from Senegal, and all of these artists. And when we returned in 2000, and we went back with a new vibe of music, spirit, and we formed Planet Sound with Saisa, and we did so
Saisa.
much. And from there, Jimmy B, who I met, is one of the
Yes,
greatest,
Jimmy.
pioneers of salon music. When I met him in Conakry, Guinea as a refugee in '97, brought a studio in Freetown, Sierra Leone, for the first digital studio in Sierra Leone in 2000, and he formed Paradise Family and signed up about 40 musicians, young musicians, young
Right.
talents, and that's where the music journey for Sierra Leone music generation started, year 2000. And I was the group leader, and I was one of the pioneers. I was one of the most prominent, and my journey started from there. It took me all this way until let me say about 2008. I kind of like feel back, slow down into the music game, because for me music is a talent.
Yeah.
It's not a walk for me. It's not like a job. It's not like I have to learn it. No, I have it in me. It's genetic, and as a spiritual person, as the Bible says in Psalm 100, it say, coming with praise and joyful shout and with singing, enter his gate with singing. Like I love to sing. I love it. It's passion for me.
Right.
It's not a job. But I had a dream in life, which is I wanted always to become a doctor.
Oh,
All right. Okay.
And I never had the privilege, growing up in Sierra Leone. Even when I became a superstar, and I have all the money, I have all the fame and respect and power and connections, it will be a distraction for me to go to university in Sierra Leone. So I found myself in the United States in 2008, and I was like, music gotta wait, everything gotta wait. I want to go to school. I want to fulfill my dream. I want to feel complete.
Yes.
And for the past over 10 years, I've not been singing. I've not been active in music world, and now I'm back.
Ooh.
And he's here right now.
So the
with us.
spirit is, I'm back. And why? People keep asking. Well, I was born for this. I'm an
Absolutely.
activist. My type of music, yes, I sing love, romance, I sing gospel, I sing all kind of music, but my main purpose in music is activism. I'm an anti-political activist. Like, I use my music to send out my message, and I always win.
That's good.
That's
I can
true.
bring any government down. I've done it. I can bring
Yes.
any minister, any
That's
any
true.
person in power. God has
Yeah.
blessed me with voice, with message, with
People
lyrics.
listen to him. Yeah.
And that's my power. So now I'm back again. I don't know how long I'm gonna be for, but I'm in full time. That's all I know for now. I'm
Woo!
in full doing videos, shooting documentaries, and I'm a philanthropist. So much is going on, but all of it is all emblem into the same spirit of music. Yes.
But actually, based on what you say right now, I want to ask you, how does your work comment on current social or political issues right now, based on what you say right now?
I just released my comeback song called No Crutch Me Cro Cro in my language, which means don't mess with me.
All right,
That's
I
what
don't
it
speak
means.
your language, but I want to understand. I
Yeah.
want the people to understand.
That's what it means. No crutch me cro cro simply means don't mess with me. And what happened is that there was a lot of corruption and some abuse of power going on in the current government in Sierra Leone by the Ministry of Lands and the Minister of Lands. And it destroyed and hurt so many local voiceless people, and I'm named as the voice for the voiceless. And it's been an ongoing practice which has divided Sierra Leone. And I mean, not because they came to my family and offended my family, but I cannot sit back any longer. I'm tired of hearing these cries from these local people, seeing their pain, their hurt. Right. And I had to come out and with a song, and it's a blessing to see that this powerful, untouchable, and minister of lands was sacked, fired, and disgraced.
Right.
From his position.
Yes. Right.
Because when I speak, the heavens open, and with God's blessing and grace, whatever I say comes to pass.
Sure.
Right.
You understand? So the government was smart enough to listen, because they know Daddy Saj, Fayamambo, the Lyrical Warrior, is nothing to mess with. And he was fired. So what I want to say is that I'm not bragging about it because I was born for that. But the reality I'm saying is that is my purpose when I talk about music. I can sing all kind of music, but my peak and my level of pinnacle in expressing my message or whatever is in activism.
Cool.
Yeah.
Before we go to the next question, let me use something. How old are you? Can we know your age?
Yeah, definitely. I can't hide it anymore. I'm 42 years old.
42. Okay.
It's still young.
Cool. No, I know that.
I'm
I want
old.
to because I want to say
After
something
35,
later,
I'm
but I
old.
just want to know your age.
I'm old. After 35, I felt old.
All right.
He's a legend
Perfect.
with experience, you know what I mean? This guy right here, I've known him back home here, and I've seen how hardworking he is,
Right.
He's very motivative when you're around him, he's very inspiring. He's somebody, whenever he say he want to do something, he can do it,
Right.
So,
Thank you.
let me ask you the fourth question, yeah? Who are your biggest influence,
My biggest influence in music you're talking about, because I have a lot of influence.
In music. Yes.
My biggest influence in music, it's a question people keep asking me. I don't have like a specific. I'm that kind of guy that I'm very versatile and I'm a moving train. Okay, I have a lot of artists in Sierra Leone that I admire, which is the most important. I admire a lot of these young boys coming up in Sierra Leone. I can call 20 names, I can call 10 names, I can call 5 names. and they inspire me a lot.
Right.
They really do inspire me. I listen to a lot of gospel songs, dancehall, gospel, ghetto, gospel.
Anybody in
hip-hop.
your family, anybody on your family that inspired you at the beginning?
In music, no, I don't have anyone in
No?
my
Okay.
family who's a musician. I
Alright.
don't come from a music background.
Okay.
And I can say my greatest inspiration in music right now are the young generation of musicians from Sierra Leone who are really singing as Sierra Leoneans.
Make
You
some
know.
noise for the young Sierra
As Sierra
Leoneans.
Leoneans. They inspire me. You know, they have so much opportunity that I never had. I mean, our generation of music, we never had all of that. We never had internet. We never had Facebook. You can
Yeah.
start singing today and become a star tomorrow.
That's true.
Our time, it was
That's true.
difficult. It was hard. It was not just expensive, but it was more physical because you have to go to places physically.
true.
You have to meet people
That's true.
physically. Nowadays, you don't even need to. Right
Yeah.
now, I can reach 1 million people on my phone.
Yes.
Without even moving an inch.
That's
But
true.
my days of music, no, it wasn't. It was not the same. You know, so a lot of new artists. I call most of them on their phone. They don't even know. I try to get their numbers from different people, and I call them and I say, "Hey, man, I just want to say thank you. What you're doing, I'm impressed. I'm proud of you. Don't change." You know, I support a lot of them financially. I don't talk about it. I send money for them. I help most of them launch their shows. Sometimes when I travel, I take clothes, sneakers, designers. You know, I give it to them. And some of them, not all of them, but that's my inspiration.
Yeah.
I get my inspiration from them, from the young
Yeah, I
artists.
think- yeah.
I mean, these artists I'm talking about, most of them, people don't even know them. Some of them, I don't even remember their
true.
names. You know, young,
That's
new,
true.
brownie, fresh, you know, and excited musicians.
And
Yeah,
I
but
love
that's good.
that.
No, and sorry to interrupt you,
Yeah.
Queen, and that's good what you said. So sometimes you cannot really help a lot of people, but
That's
as long as
true.
you help the people around you and people that you really know that they need help,
Yeah.
that's a bless.
I think I love
for
that.
that.
The reason is because a lot of upcoming artists, people don't respect us because we are young and coming. You know, a lot of people, I've seen like groups of, you know, people organizing shows for musicians and everything. They always leave us out because we are upcoming. But for him, he respect the upcoming. He
Right, that's
support
good.
us.
That's
So
good.
you know, that's why today, before ever I move to the next question, I want to present. I kept this for you.
Uh-oh, what you got? What you
This
got?
to him,
Uh-oh.
the king
Oh,
of Sierra
yes.
Leone. The reason
Let's
is
do that.
because
Let's
he's
do that.
supporting us, the upcoming
You see
artists. We
that?
want to feel like
Well, this
we want to
is
feel like
international connect, you know.
exactly. We
All
want
right,
to
let me
feel
get- let
love.
me
You know
get
what I
close
mean?
to that.
We're crowning. Now, we pull the headphone. We crown and fine.
All right, go.
Yeah, as I was saying, everybody have their own strategy, you know what I
Right.
mean? Because if somebody started from scratch like him, all the way to the top, you know, one of the factors that might contribute is the way he connects himself with people, you know what I mean?
That's true.
People out there, people who know can take him to a different level, you know?
Yeah.
So I want to ask him, like, how he, like, seek out opportunities, you know what I mean? Like, you know?
First thing first, in that concerning relative to what your question is, I have to admit I'm a very spiritual person since birth. You know, grew up in church and all my life. Despite you see me on the stage doing all kind of thing, my music, I can do any kind of thing. I don't condemn anyone because myself, I'm a sinner. But my spirituality is my strength. As the Bible says in Matthew 6:33, it says, put God first and all of his righteousness. I always do. Before coming here, I prayed. I did not only pray, which I do every day, but I prayed, I dip this program, I dip everybody in the blood of Jesus, and my way coming here, that it will all come out great. That's just something I cannot live with. Everybody who live with me will tell you, if you don't know how to pray or you don't believe in prayer, don't even try to be with him. Because when he prays, like it's like the mountains
prayer
are falling.
warrior.
Like that's something I don't play with. I come out, I don't put the Bible on my face, I don't condemn people. All of my friends are drug dealers, killers, convicts, people of God, decent people, family people, all kind of people I sit and eat and play with, I walk around with.
That's
I don't condemn, I don't judge. As the Bible says, judge
That's
not.
true.
So when it comes to that area, I cannot take all the credit.
That's true.
But yes, I have strategies In my language, they say, "Pikiwe wearing papa and go sis na hope go done ways," which mean like if you want to be the boss, you have to walk the steps. You know, you cannot just jump and say, "I'm the boss,"
Exactly.
because you're gonna crash in a second.
Right.
So I walk the walk, which means I hang out with people of privilege, people of opportunity, people with opportunity, and I stayed humble. And
Very important.
which is humility is what made me what I am, because I cannot take the credit now because I have it all. I'm talking about when there was nothing. I'm humble, you know, we're very humble. That's the thing that made me what I am today. And up years back and up to today, great artists than me, respectable people in places, in higher places, will tell you, Saj is my boy. He's just so nice. He's funny. He's humble. I don't show, you know, disrespect. I don't show ego. You never see my ego. I'm a very disciplined person. I don't show my ego. I'm very disciplined, but I'm not egoistic. You know, I try to stay calm. I try to play the game. I try to ask for what I want. And with the streets, I was able to rule the streets by building fan clubs, establishing fan clubs. By then, there were no internet. So I go to communities that have a lot of people, a lot of youths, and I go in and I do local shows for them. I support them, and I build a fan club, and all those people support me. So when I do shows, I have 20,000 people or more.
Yes.
You know, in my shows. I
least.
was the first local artist in my country to do a show at the National Stadium, over 30,000 people.
Yes.
You understand? And I have strategies that I do, things that nobody has ever done.
Everything.
Right.
You know, I remember my first show at the National Stadium, I chartered a helicopter to take me to my show.
Wow.
Which was
Yes.
like, people were in tears.
We've been doing this shit way back, bro.
that was in 2004 I'm talking about. I'm not talking about 2 years ago.
Yes.
I'm talking about 18, 17 years
no
ago.
matter about the year, what you're doing is like a nice.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and then
Yeah.
after that, I created a strategy where nobody ever knew about it. I started taking people. I call it the fiesta. I take them to the far out of the city to the beach.
Yes.
Okay, to the beach. Like people stay there for three days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It was like thousands of people. Like the whole city is empty.
Yes.
People go to the fiesta.
Fiesta.
It was huge. And when I go, we go around the Atlantic Ocean with speedboats.
Wow.
Me and my crew. And it was entertaining to see thousands of people waiting for me at the beach. Nobody knew I would come with a speedboat because it was risky. It was the deep ocean. And there comes the
They saw
speedboat.
him
Everybody was
pulling up
like,
in a speedboat.
thousands of people standing. What is that? Here's a boat. And I had to jump like maybe I can say 500 feet
Wow.
from the shore. I flipped because I'm a professional swimmer. I flipped and I swam straight from the deep ocean right to the land, and thousands of people were in tears, jumping. I love to do things that
Creative.
connect.
Yeah.
Is he
I
William
love to do
Michael
things that
Jackson?
innovative. that is, it doesn't come out of the norm.
Yeah.
So those are my strategies: humility, innovation, and thinking in a way and able to connect. You know, let me just say innovation, humility, and connect and connection. You know, networking. You know, that can be the three ways that I've used to build my empire up to today, and that's it. You know, and the last I have to say, which is, I am fervent in a way that I don't give up. I fight for what I believe in, and I always win. That's why they named me the Lyrical Warrior, Fire Mambo. Fire Mambo means the fire that never goes out. You can turn a whole water, you can turn a whole bowl of water, a bucket of water into the fire. I never go out. Never
Now
go
I
out.
know.
That's why they call me Fire Mambo. So those are the things, because people want to see strength,
he's a real
not
leader,
somebody
you know?
who change every day. You say this today, the next day you're
Absolutely.
something else, the next day you're something. No, I'm the same. The same.
So, Big Daddy, before you end this, you know, I want the fans out there, the supporters out there, and and from the Latin community and everywhere. I want you because they might want to know who they're talking to, right?
Yes.
But actually, I want to see those videos in the helicopter and everything. I want to see.
Yes.
There's
I'm gonna
any
show
image
you.
over- is
No,
there any
no,
image?
No, I'm gonna.
I have a lot on YouTube,
But I
but
wanna see
I
those
just had my
things.
YouTube page less than 2 months ago
Yeah.
because I'm
Yeah.
back
I
and
wanna
now
see
I'm
those
trying to
things.
feel
Finish
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
trend.
Yeah, they want to see that.
Yeah, I just want him to give us a little bit a cappella. I like when he
Okay.
say fireman
Bo,
bo,
left-
left beef bo.
Yes, yes. Okay, wait.
I want him to give us
Before he
something
get
short.
into that, I want him to tell people like how they can look him up on social media.
Yeah.
I want him to
Oh,
give his
yeah.
social
Well,
media.
my social media handle straight up Daddy Saj. D as in Daniel, A as in Apple, D as in Daniel, D as in Daniel, Y as in yesterday, space Saj, S as in Santa, A as in Apple, J as in John. Daddy Saj, straight up Twitter, Instagram,
And
Facebook,
Facebook.
TikTok,
Ah, alright.
YouTube. Just type Daddy Saj. Straight up, it comes up straight.
Straight up.
Nothing more, just Daddy Saj. Not Daddy Saj official,
DADDYSAJ.
just Daddy Saj.
Okay.
And that's how you get me straight up. And yes, there's not much there. We are trying to upload all my archives from different because
Old content.
I just built up this because now the new trend that we are in today is different from my trend of music,
Right.
Yes,
10, 20
right.
years ago.
That's
So I have to
That's
keep up with the new trend. So I have a team working with me trying to put everything together. My old videos, my old shows, like thousands of things that are available in people's page, in other people's pages, so you can go and see. No, I'm trying to take them back and put them under my name, register them, because those are my works, and I have to get credit for them before I finally decide to leave music. So I want all of them, so people can go there and watch my archive. I just did yesterday. I just did a live virtual musical band concert
Yes, that
with my
was-
band.
yes.
You know, it was awesome.
nice.
You know,
Yes.
thousands of people viewed, and you know, I love the comments. You know, people say you are inspiring. Thank you for coming back. You make me feel happy. You make me believe in Sierra Leone music. You know, so I'm back again. You know, and so much people can I have now to look at and see what I'm doing. And my pages, I mean, my online reality TV life is gonna be based on spirituality, music, activism, philanthropy.
Yeah.
You understand? Those are the three. Those are the four areas I'm gonna be focusing in national. I mean, things that affect my things that help to put my country first, and the entertainment industry in general. So I have to say I'm gonna be focusing on those areas.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So, do we have something coming soon about your music?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
what?
yeah. I'm launching. I'm gonna launch.
Can we get a premiere or something? Like
Yeah,
any
definitely.
news or something? Like that?
Definitely, I'm releasing one of my monumental song, my greatest song in my lifetime.
When?
I'm gonna release it. Well, I don't have a date yet, but it has to be released before April 27th, which is our 60th independence.
All right.
Country independence.
all right.
It's called
It's coming
Sweet Mama Salon. And watch out, I featured 12 musicians from Sierra Leone on that song.
Oh, wow.
12
Yes.
from all the tribes. People's, the artists sang in different languages from all tribes, and it's a song dedicated to Sierra Leone, because this is the problem. I have the trademark for corruption in my country. That corruption must end, and I've been fighting that battle all along, and I've won many battles. But the real problem in my country today, Sierra Leone, it's not corruption. The real battle that no one is focusing on, even the press, even the artists who call themselves activists, no one is focusing. It's a division. My country is dividing. My country is so divided because of politics, and it's taking us down to the wrath that no one is paying attention. So my focus now, my mission today, back into the entertainment industry. Yes, we're all gonna have fun. We're gonna party, have good times. I want to unite my people, whether what tribe you're from, whether what political party you belong, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, whatever economic status you belong. We are one people. we have to respect and put our country first, not your tribe, not your political party, not your economic background. No, our country is Sierra Leone. We have to sell to the new generation coming up, because what they see is what they will become. If we, the older ones, we, the parents, we, the icons, we are divided, they will grow up divided. And that's gonna be a trouble for our beautiful, beloved Mama Sweet Mama Salone. So this song is like saying, even if I die today, I'll go to heaven, because it will make me feel complete. You know, having a message on, you know, not just speaking about the negatives or, you know, fighting about all the troubles. No, but sending a message that will bless our country. So that song, definitely, I would love to come here and premiere it sometime soon.
I want to hear it right now.
Yeah.
I want to hear it now.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we let him do some freestyle for us, this is a song that he just released. It's called No Crash Me Coco. You know what I mean?
Don't
Which
mess
means in
with me.
Creole, don't mess with me. It's a song that he did against a corrupt politician that's taking people land from them, you know, by using political influence, you know.
Abuse of power.
Abuse of power. Since is the voice of the people, so he used this music to actually take the politician
All right,
down.
let's listen to for a couple of
minutes.
Let's listen a few. Hey.
What
is he dancing? What is he dancing? Come on, what is he those movements? Yes, yeah.
Daddy Saj don't continue at all.
No crash me, Coco.
That's it.
That's the dance.
Oh, wow, yeah. Show me, I want to see it. All right.
Scratch.
All right. There we go.
You know easy.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
You know?
I love it. I like it.
Yeah, man.
I like it.
You know?
I like the rhythm.
This is real gangster, real street.
You know what I mean?
Afro hip hop.
This song
Like it.
actually take down a minister. You know what I mean? When this song dropped, the minister was fired from the position. You know what I mean? That's how powerful this song is. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah. So I mean, it's no surprise that this has been doing this.
No,
way
the
back.
song,
You know?
the minister was fired before the song was released.
But it was
Like 2 weeks before
But
the
the
song
smoke
was
already
released.
started
Because
touching him,
what
you know?
happened is that when I came out viral online on social media, I was so strong in my message and direct to the government, and I had to make them understand that you guys are bringing me back to where I belong. And I'm
Right.
going to do it for these hundreds of families crying every day to me and
Right.
crying and say, Daddy Saj, please speak for us. Please. And so it was like a deal. Okay, we heard your voice. We going to make sure he get fired. Don't release the song. This is not anything to do with the government. It's just him alone. But I'm like, yeah, but you hired him. Yes, we do. We did hire him, but listen.
Right.
Relax and don't release the song. We're gonna get him fired. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna release the song. So they were maybe thinking, because they fired him, I'm not gonna release the song. I'm gonna be like, okay, they fired him, so no need to release the song. No, I released the song after, even though he was fired, but it was about the same time. So whether they fired him or not, I don't care. I'm gonna release the song so they know, because it's not just gonna be him. For whoever comes, whatever political party come in power,
Yes.
they're gonna know that there is somebody when he speaks, I mean, grace comes with it. So don't mess with him. That's why I'm like, I'm not against any government or political party or any individual. But if you offend my people, you oppress my people, I'm coming after you. And I only have one thing. I don't have a gun. I don't have a sword. I don't have whatever you might think, money, to fight you, but I have the voice. I am the voice. As the Bible says in 2 Samuel chapter 17, David killed Goliath. You understand? David was a little boy, was a shepherd boy. He killed the greatest warrior, the strongest man on earth. In my language, we call it Okugudo Kilepet. I might be David, but I can bring down any stronghold. As the Bible says in Ephesians 6 verse 12, it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, rulers of darkness. So I'm ready with my spirituality and my God-given grace and covenant that I have with my God. All I need is just go down on my knees and pray for 21 days and fast. I can bring you down. Yeah, I don't care who you are. You're gonna go down.
Very spiritual guy.
Be careful with this guy.
Before we finish this segment of our podcast, I want you to know this is International Connect. You know, we're here with the Lyrical Warrior, Daddy Saj, and I have the most beautiful host here, Quinak, and my Latin Connect, who is here, Jill Flores. You know, this is just the beginning of the podcast. As we told you guys, we're gonna have a lot of interesting things on this podcast here, and we're gonna have Daddy Saj again on this show.
Yeah,
you know,
I would say like wow.
This is just a beginning.
No, I want to hear more.
So
no, come on, we need 2 hours of this. No, man.
You can check the podcast out on Facebook, International Connect. You can check us out on YouTube, International Connect, and we are on Anchor. We on Spotify, we on Apple Podcast, we on all the streaming sites, so you can watch the video of this podcast and you can as well go and listen to the audio of the podcast, you know. But before we close this segment, episode 2 of the podcast, I want Daddy Saj to, you know, bless the people with some freestyle, you know. He's an artist, you know. So I just want him, whatever he think up in his head, you know, just...
Well, I just usually greet in closing, which is my signature.
Okay, that's fine, that's
fine. You know, Daddy Saj, for your mambo, kondo iti mama kan sig bobo jama, fanga damagon go wegi garale Daddy Saj can police saga, and they take big like Saturday police saga, so they die no shaking tail. For your man, bo, left beef, bo, you be peaceable, don't go,
I don't
come back.
But I need to learn those things. I'm new on those things. I need to learn.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you
so much for watching. We are so happy to have you here, Daddy Saj. And make sure you follow us everywhere on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. Next episode is going to be amazing also, just like this one. I know you guys trust us. That's why you're watching us. And we are not going to disappoint you guys, right?
Yes.
No, thank you for watching us. Thank you. And Daddy Saj, thank you for being here. Thank you for the inspiration. And thank you for bringing us all that... all that information that give it to us, not only us, to all people that is watching us. Thank you, thank you. And we wish you the best and keep fighting for all your goals, for your dreams, and keep fighting for the people that you want to help.
Yes.
That's a really
I promise thing. I will never give up.
No retreat, please, this is your space. This is your space. So use it for whatever you want to give to the message to the people.
Anytime you have any message.
You are more than welcome. Anytime that you want. This is your space. All right.
This is your platform.
Yes.
Thank you for being here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And end it with the corruption. Why don't you end it with the corruption song?
Oh yeah. We'll save corruption for the next episode. This one is archive big.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Any word